Leartiker is the coordinator of the CircularSeas project, and we are also responsible for the recycled material development of all the nodes, starting from analyzing each residue type that were found in each of the ports, then seeing which pre-treatment they needed, and then the whole development of formulations to adapt the materials to 3D printing process. Specifically in the Ondarroa node, we will use the polyamide nets to manufacture our green product, which will be a price tag that will have a shape of a fish. And the idea is that the traceability of the fish is assured, and the customer that comes to the fishery knows all the information related to that fish, as the origin and this kind of important information.
So Leartiker Fundazioa is participating in CircularSeas project because the fish sector is relevant in our region, and we coordinated the work package 4 that is about the diagnosis.
I work with the National Maritime College of Ireland in Cork, where we carried out 3 workshops to actually demonstrate the 3D printing technology itself and the generation of the business cases and the stakeholder businesses that will be involved in participating in the project. Our business case in Cork was to develop a product for a fisheries processing plant by upcycling and recycling nylon fishing gear.
So I represent La Rochelle urban community, that is a local authority running a territory of 28 communes. We are located on the west coast of France between Nantes and Bordeaux. Being a partner of CircularSeas was very relevant for us because we have 3 big ports in La Rochelle. Most of the maritime sectors produce a lot of waste and they don't know what to do with that, and they have to do something with that. So we acted as a facilitator for them.
As a technological partner and as a university and computer science expert, we are working on how to make as easy as possible the use of 3D technologies. So you have 3D printings, and more specifically in La Rochelle we are working on the 3D scanning part. So the idea is to transform any kind of smartphone like this one to a 3D scanner, so it makes easy to the use of recycled plastic.
We find a company that is a surf shop, and we decided to turn this waste into fins, surf fins.
So the Peniche node is a port on what's called the Silver Coast of Portugal, so it's on the Atlantic coast. It's a mixture of fishing, navy and marine sports. And at the Centre for Rapid and Sustainable Product Development, we've decided to focus on 3D printing large objects which are several meters in size, which therefore use a lot of plastic waste, which is then a good for the process. But of course it presents some technical challenges to be able to print large objects from recycled waste, and that's what we've been focusing on in the last couple of years.
Like all the partners, we identify with our stakeholders the plastic waste that can be reused, and also some pieces that can be made with 3D printer to use these plastic filaments. We identified one stakeholder which was a fishery, a big fishery, and with them we make a piece for cover belts. We make the replacement with 3D printer. More specifically at Vigo node, we have our use case that was about onboard printer, print with a 3D printer in a boat with the movement of the sea.
In our opinion, it was a good project to take advantage of the plastic waste that is generated in these maritime industries and to know more in detail about this kind of plastics. And of course use it with 3D printer. That is more difficult than we expected at the start of the project. For example, in the Vigo node, we see that it was important to take care of the whole recycling chain of the plastic to print the final part to the maritime industries. We think that it was a good approach to have these maritime industries involved in the project.
So now that the project is coming to an end, we can see some very great kind of benefits in the society and within the port authorities themselves. It's quite a bit of awareness around the volumes and the levels of waste fishing gear in the ports in Cork and indeed around the entire country of Ireland. Very, very beneficial, and it's going to generate the conversation and the kind of policies going into the future in Ireland. So we're very much looking forward to that.